Dr. Wood, author of the book Miracles in Minutes. Today's video goes out to Chris, who made a request to do something on relationships. Today I'm going to talk about A-frame relationships, or the pendant codependent. So I learned about some of this stuff because some of the relationships I had just didn't work out. I mean, again, this is not pick on a person. I cared about these people a lot. They're not bad people. This is talking about behavior. Behavior is different than person. A person can change behavior. They're not the behavior. So this is not a personal attack. So I was with this girl, and we had a lot going on. We had chemistry. We had great conversation, and there's just a lot of things we really enjoyed about each other. There would be times, we could just sit there and not have to talk, and everything was great. The problem was that in the household that she grew up in, we had a difference of opinion of what is love. She believed it was just a feeling, and I believed it was a commitment. Because my belief was feelings come and go, but if I commit to love, I'll love you for always, even if the feeling's not there. I mean, we could be angry at each other. Like, does that mean I don't love you? I mean, I'm gonna walk out the door. That doesn't provide security for the other party. I mean, people want to know, like, that's why I did a video on integrity. Say what you mean and make me say. Like, if you say I love you and you're committed to the relationship, then that's just the way it is. At least we can fight it out and work it out and get through the other side. So she was brought up where basically her father made all her decisions for her in her life. Okay. And that causes resentment. So she kind of resents her father to this day. And if she resents her father, she's going to resent, every man that she's with because she's kind of got a chip on her shoulder. So I told her, said, so and so, I think you need to deal with this because it's affecting our relationship. We all have baggage, and she's bringing this baggage in our relationship, and it'll show up at all certain times. Then I want to confront it because that's what I was taught to do. Confront. Let's deal with the problem at hand. And she goes, "Oh, you're too intense. You're just too heavy. Da 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 da." Like, no, I'm not being too heavy. It's you're avoidant. So what happens is, let's suppose we sweep it under the rug. We kiss and make up, and everything's great and all that stuff. But guess what's going to happen? It's going to show up again and again and again and again and again. I'll bring it up, want to confront. She'll say, I don't want to deal with that right now. I got too much stuff on my plate. I got all these things going on. Da 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 da. I got all these problems in my life. Da da da. Well, the reason why you got so many problems in your life is because you never confront or deal with any of them. I'm willing to sit here and work through it with you to work it out so we get to the other side. So we don't keep repeating the problem. It's called insanity. And I'm starting to feel insane on my side. When one person doesn't want to come to the table to diplomacy, to work out an issue, what your life is going to be filled with is problems. So you start out great, and after a while, the problems start to build up and up and up and up. You start to get a love-hate relationship. You scar each other up because you're not really solving anything, and it's a slow death over time. And the sad thing is it's so insidious, kind of like weight gain. You don't see those wounds building up, and you don't feel the resentment building up in your heart. So if you got one person wanting to solve things and the other party not want to solve anything, you could have your life all together or doing pretty good, and next thing you know, guess what your life is full of? Their problems. So the two, when they come together, don't build the relationship. They're bringing you down to their level because you can't, if they don't want to be responsible, they can't move up. How can they grow if you won't take responsibility for yourself? But if you to be responsible, like, okay, I admit I have this problem. I did do that. I want to apologize. I'm committed to working on myself and rectifying that. That's fine. I'll give you time. Please grow. And like it's like a child, you let them grow. Like however long it takes you to potty trains, however long it takes you, however long it takes you to work this out. As long as you're committed to it and you're on it, you're working on it, you're on your problem. You're not on me, blaming me for what's going on in your life. Now I'll be responsible for myself, and you'll be responsible for you. So the number one rule of being in relationships, how do you know it's a safe one to even start? If the person can't be responsible for themselves, they're not healthy enough to be in a relationship. And what's going to happen is life's going to be full of problems, and you can never fix one single freaking problem. It's just going to grow over time. So it's Dr. Wood. tip today on relationships. Codependency. One person takes care of the other. Someone has to martyr their life to live the other person's life. Two go in the water. One survives. The dependent person is going to make out. The guy came in to save him. The knight in shining armor. You're going to die. And the damsel in distress is never getting out of distress, and she'll just find another knight. And you go, what happened? The story said, the knight in shining armor, he comes in, he rescues the girl, and all that stuff. You don't rescue her, bro. She never gets out of problems. And you lose your armor, you lose your castle, your house is on fire, you have no money left. I'm telling you. And she's already got one in your back pocket. Same thing goes with the guy that the girl says, my love will save this guy. He just needs more love. And next thing you know, you're bailing him out of jail. He still can't get a job. He's out drinking. He's on drugs all the time. He's getting in all kinds of trouble. All your time that you're spent building your life, building your income, now goes to save this dependent person. All your money's going out the door, and you're bitching to your friends about how many problems you got. So it's Dr. Wood. Be careful of dependent people who can't take care of themselves, because you'll be taking care of them just like a little kid. Have a good one.